Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about 3 extremely delicious pasta recipes. These are classic pasta recipes that are easy to cook and very comforting. I'm sure you will enjoy cooking these in your kitchen as much as I do. So without any delay, let's get started with today's video. So the first recipe that I'm going to share today is a very simple yet fragrant mushroom pasta recipe. And for this recipe, the chief ingredient is obviously some beautiful button mushroom. First, to boil the pasta, I added around a liter of water to a big karai. Because I don't have a saucepan big enough, I use a karai to boil my pasta and it works perfectly fine. And then when the water comes to a rolling boil, I added lots of salt to the water. So I read somewhere that the pasta water should taste like ocean water, and that's why I add a lot of salt to this. And then I added the pasta to this. So the pasta that I'm using for this recipe is bucatini pasta. It's just like spaghetti but a little thicker and also has a hole in it. It's like a pipe. And when one side of the pasta is a little soft, I use a tongue to immerse the entire thing in the water and allow it to cook while I do the rest of the preparation. So I started off with chopping the mushrooms. I am using some button mushroom for this recipe. You can use whatever mushroom is available, but button mushroom is usually very easily available and goes well with this recipe. And I have also removed the stems because they kind of get separated and I don't like that. So I removed the stem and I have kept them separately and used them in some other stir fry. And next I chopped up some garlic. So pasta dishes are kind of incomplete without garlic, so I chopped up quite a few of them. I will give the detailed measurements of each of these ingredients in the description box down below. And by this time the pasta is also cooked, so I take it out in a pot. Added some cold water to this so that it does not cook further or become soft. And then finally I added some oil to this, tossed it up and kept it aside while I stirred my cooking. To start the cook, I added some olive oil in a pan and added some butter. Ideally for this recipe, all the mushrooms should be fried in butter, but I don't add the entire butter in one go and I'm going to tell you why. So once the butter melts down, I add the mushroom. So as soon as the mushroom hits the pan, some of it soaks up the butter and then the rest of it does not get the buttery goodness. So at first I don't add all the butter, I just add a mixture of oil and butter and allow the mushroom to fry for some time. And once it releases the water, it gets a little golden yellow and starts frying and softening down a little. At this point of time, I add more butter and also the garlic. So I also add the garlic later because if I add the garlic at first, it will fry for a really long time and get burned. And at this point I also add some butter. Now all the mushroom and garlic gets fried in the butter, gets soft in the butter, and this smells awesome, like your kitchen will smell heavenly at this point. And then I also add all the seasoning, that is salt, some pepper and some onion flakes. And after giving everything one final stir and it gets this beautiful golden brown color, it's finally time to add the pasta. And then I stir and mix the pasta in the mushroom garlic sauce, and to make it even better, I added some of the pasta water. So make sure to retain some of the water in which you boil the pasta because it contains all the starch and it helps the pasta to come together and get this beautiful silky texture. And to add a dose of green, I chopped up some fresh green parsley leaves and added that to the pasta. And after giving it one final toss, the pasta is ready. So as I did not add any cheese while cooking, I added some parmesan on top. And yeah, the dish is ready. It's so comforting, so delicious. You must give this recipe a try. So the next pasta recipe is cooked in a tasty tomato and basil sauce, and for this recipe also I used some bucatini pasta, and while that was cooking I chopped up some garlic and then started prepping the tomatoes. So for the tomatoes I am cutting them into 4 pieces and then scooping out the seeds. The reason why I am doing this is because if the seeds are there, then the sauce becomes very mushy and soft, and I don't want that. I want this sauce to have some texture, to be a little bit rustic, and for that I am removing the seeds. You don't have to throw away the seeds. You can keep them and use them later on for some curry or any other dish. And then I chopped it up into very thin and fine slices. The fine slicing ensures that each strand of pasta is coated evenly with the tomato sauce. Now to start the cooking, I heated up some olive oil, and to that I added the garlic. Make sure that the oil is not extremely hot because then the garlics burn very easily. So once the garlic is cooked, it gets fragrant, soft and golden brown, I added the tomatoes. I cook the tomatoes till the raw smell is gone, it is fried properly and it becomes soft and mushy. And once the tomato is semi-cooked, I add all the condiments, that is some salt, some chili flakes and some mixed Italian herb. And after that I also add the prawns. If you are a vegetarian, you can skip this step, but I love seafood and I love adding prawns to my pasta. So I don't want to overcook my prawns because then it becomes very rubbery and chewy. And at this point of time, I also added some fresh basil leaves. You can also use dried basil, but using fresh herbs for your pasta is always the best choice. And once the prawn is cooked in the sauce, I added the pasta. And to prevent the pasta from drying, just like the previous recipe, I again added some pasta water. As you cook the pasta in this water, you will see that the sauce is slowly thickening up. It's coating all the strands of the pasta and the pasta gets this beautiful silky and glossy texture. And as one of the final but very crucial step, I am adding a whole lot of grated Parmesan cheese to this pasta. And after a final toss, the pasta is ready. It's extremely flavorful and extremely satisfying to eat. The last recipe is this comforting cheesy spinach pasta, and for this the main ingredient is some baby spinach. So for this recipe I used some traditional spaghetti which I cooked just like I showed before, and then I tossed it lightly in some olive oil and kept it aside while I do rest of the preparation. So as usual, I am starting off by chopping some garlic. Make sure that you have some peeled garlic in your fridge as a part of the meal prep because that will be like one less work to do. For the spinach, I chopped off the stem and then cut the bunch of the leaves into 2 equal halves. As I will make a paste out of it, I am not chopping it any further. It's baby spinach, it does not require much chopping. So I heated up some oil in the karai and then added the garlic to that. And once the garlic gets a little cooked, I added the spinach. The spinach may look like a lot in the beginning, but it cooks very quickly and the amount reduces also. Within a minute of cooking, the spinach reduces down like this. It's all cooked and it is time to make the spinach puree. So to make the spinach sauce, I started off by adding the garlic and spinach into a blended jar. I'm not adding any extra water to this because I want it to be a little thick. And to make the sauce extra thick and extra tasty, I added a whole lot of grated cheese to this. It gets blended in no time, so within a minute the creamy spinach sauce is ready, and I pour it back to the same karai in which I cooked the garlic and spinach earlier. Next, I added some salt and pepper to this and allowed it to cook for some time before adding the pasta. And once the sauce comes to a boil, I added the pasta. I really love how the silky spaghetti glides down the bowl. And then I mix the spaghetti well with the sauce. This sauce is already pretty wet, so I did not add any extra water to this. And yeah, it's ready. I garnished it with some extra cheddar cheese and a very healthy and comforting bowl of pasta is ready. All these recipes are super easy to cook yet extremely delicious. Do give them a try and let me know which one you like the most. Also, do not forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel. I will be back with a new video super soon. Till then, take care and bye bye.